Ricky, thank you for a few minutes this morning. Wow, what a season three so far. From How are you?
It's been a season. I'm doing well. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. Very excited to get to chat with you, especially after what's transpired so far. What I'm doing this season, I know like press we get screeners early on, so I have some of the next episodes coming up. But I'm really enjoying just following along week to week.
Mhm.
And man, tell me what's going on with Kenny, and how do you take that as an actor when you're reading that? Really, you're going to be very very affected.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, reading it affected me a whole lot. It was kind of like when I'm away at work, I don't have the comforts of home. Like I don't think I even like bought Kleenex, like tissue boxes. Like it was just like I had paper towels and I had toilet paper, and I did not expect as I'm like reading this, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? And so now I got like just like rolling the toilet paper, like dabbing my face up. But yeah, it was it's a lot. The truth also is that like it's really exciting work as an actor to get into something as meaningful and as powerful as that. But it's also very daunting.
Yeah, that's actually what I ask you is how do you feel about being part of really what really I felt like for a season three, raise the stakes in general for the entire series, because I don't think up to that point we had seen something so vicious, something so visceral,
Mhm.
and to actually have that play out through a series of episodes and not just one, I
Mhm.
thought was very telling about what we're going to be getting the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point because yeah, when I read it, I'm like, damn, this is gonna carry the weight of the entire season. In terms of like now everyone's got a chip on their shoulder. Everyone's got the burden of responsibility of making sure this matters. And that is absolutely true. But what I can also say is it gets worse. And and there's gonna be some other stuff coming up that'll uh that'll take over the weight of the show also.
And,
So
and 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 part of what Kenny does, he works really close with Boyd. What's your relationship with Harold off screen, and really building that chemistry of that, you guys bump heads quite a bit. We've seen that now for a few seasons.
yeah.
Tell me about that relationship.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I've been saying this in some of the other interviews where it's like I've been able to. I was just got off the phone with him last week. He was just checking in to see how I was doing, and like I get off the phone, and it's kind of like it's so crazy and so weird that like this incredible legendary actor is like just like one of my closest friends that I can just be on the phone with and shoot the shit and like make jokes with and like check in and stuff like that. It's really, really, really cool. And like the first feeling of that I ever really got was like in season one. We were shooting, um, we were just at a party. I think we were watching like UFC or something like that because he's a big fan. And we're watching UFC and I'm like trying to set it up. I'm trying to hook up my laptop to the TV so it could like play right. And he says to Catalina, he goes, yeah, like Ricky's just like a weird dude. And I'm like setting it up. I'm like, huh, what? And he's like, yeah, you're like a weird dude. And anyone else saying that or during any other circumstances, my insecurities would just start bubbling to the top. I'm like, what? You think I'm weird? But because it was Harold and I know what he means as a fellow weird dude, I was like, that's like the coolest compliment that I could have gotten from him. And that was like when I was like, yeah, this guy's like my friend. That's crazy.
That's funny. And
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, what about your relationship with Elizabeth Moy? We know what happened, playing your on-screen mom.
Mhm.
Uh, Tell me about that, especially now that with that what's transpired. What is that going to be? Maybe not having her there to interact with going forward.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's definitely a trip because we all got there together during season one. You know what I mean? And uh, she's the only person that I speak Cantonese to, obviously on the show, and it's like um, we definitely developed a little bit of like a mother son relationship. In that this was not only a new experience for me, but also for her. It's like her first ever TV show that and the experience was like she was helping me along and taking care of me, and I was helping her along by like helping. It felt like, you know, when you like help your mom, like she's like, I need to check, like I don't know how to get the Wi-Fi's, you know, like tech stuff. It felt like that, but like with like some of the script stuff, she's like, hey, I'm so sorry, but like, you know, the sides are a little, or the call sheet is confusing. I'm like, oh, dude, yeah, call sheets are confusing. So this is how it works, blah blah blah. So we just had this like camaraderie that felt like she was taking care of me as a mother, and I was taking care of her as a son. So I'm gonna miss her a lot, but we live in the same city, so we're definitely keeping in touch.
But it must have meant a lot to you to have that kind of the final words that you exchange with each other through Boyd, being Cantonese, and I'm mistaken, the right language. So that must have been very special. Ricky, thank you so much for your time. I love your character. I cannot wait to see what more utter despair we get into the rest of the season going
Yeah,
forward.
we're gonna put him through next. Yeah.
So thank you for Kenny. Thank you for your time, and hopefully we'll chat again soon.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.